used to do all kinds of crazy exercises. One of the things I did was these permutations of all the different numbers 1 through 4. I did these every day for about 3 years. This is nothing about music at all. What it was you do, 4 numbers starting with 1 without ever repeating a number. So it'd be 1 2 1 2, and then 1 2 1 3, and then 1 2 1 4. So what I would do is I'd do these permutations, right? And I'd do 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 up and down the neck, and then I'd do them up here like that. And I'd do that all day long until they were all done.
Hey everyone, welcome to the lesson. We're going to look at how to improve our dexterity in this one so that we can make our way through some of the more difficult passages in Phish's repertoire and to just maximize our efficiency overall with our playing in any given position. Because sometimes it's tempting to move the hand left or right to avoid using, maybe the 4th finger or the 3rd finger or so on. If you have a preference, this will hopefully help expand what you can do in one small area of the guitar. So we'll look at 3 examples of just little snippets of some Phish songs that I think really stand out as requiring quite a bit of dexterity, especially when you take into account how fast they're played. But we're going to slow them down and really break it down, and then I'll, toward the end, do an exercise, a really simple exercise that just will help out as well. So with that example, it might be tempting to, maybe instead of starting with 4th finger, start with the ring finger and kind of move around like that, or even go like this, or and you can see already there's a lot of movement that has to happen if I have a preference on the finger that I use. But everything that I need to accomplish that lick is all there with the 4 fingers I have without moving at all. And that's kind of the crux of what I'm talking about here in this lesson. So if you start with 4th finger, it lines everything up perfectly to be really efficient. There's a concept called economy of movement, which I don't think I've talked about too much on the channel, if at all. But it just means that you try to be as efficient with your movement as possible. So if you can accomplish something with 4th finger, even if it's tempting to use the 3rd finger or even middle finger, try to do it with the finger that's there instead of moving the hand. It's just as simple as that. The reason that this concept is really important in general, and especially in this specific lick, is that in order to play it at the tempo that Trey plays it at, which is really fast, every little extra movement that you move left or right really ends up costing you. Or, even if you have to just extend a finger farther than it usually will stretch, those kind of things will really cost you when you're playing at a fast tempo. And so I think that this focus on increasing dexterity and economy of movement is probably one of the things that can help you get over that hurdle of maybe you can play the part, you know how it goes, but can't quite play it at tempo. I think this will help get you there. I'm going to look at sort of the end of the main motif. So it's going to start on the 3rd fret. It actually happens higher up on the neck later in the song, but we'll look at kind of toward the beginning. So we're going to go 3rd fret of the D string with 1st finger. And he also does a version where he plays the higher note at the end. Which is cool because when you're practicing, sometimes it's nice to have little variations so it keeps it fresh and keeps it interesting. But, similar to the Okipa lick, you can see that you can accomplish everything without moving your hand, although it might be tempting during certain parts to use like ring finger and shift over. And I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with that, it's just a little less efficient is all. So we're just trying to increase efficiency so that with the faster tempo, it's not as hard to play. So again, 3rd fret of D. And And then the other version of this lick is... Okay, so now we're going to look at a little bit later in It's Ice in the Interlude, and I think this next part we're going to look at is probably the hardest part of the entire song. So let's check it out. We're going to hop all the way up here, kind of where we were for the lick in Okipa. In fact, it's the same exact position. We're going to start with the fourth finger on 14 of G this time around. So a lot of notes in a short amount of time and in a small space. You know, spatially, we're not having to move at all, but accomplishing a lot. And it happens really fast. But let's do it again really slowly, starting on the 14th fret of G. That's just an incredible lick. I mean, it's awesome. It's so rich with the movement of it. I mean, melodic movement without any movement with the hand whatsoever. So several years ago, it occurred to me that in order to play any given lick that I might come across as a guitar player, as a soloist, or whatever I'm doing, it's going to be physically just some kind of combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4, 2, or 3, 1, 2, 4, or so on. You get the idea. So it occurred to me to go through any combination that I could, so that whenever a part comes up that has a kind of a funky combination, I'll be prepared to do it because I've practiced it before. Now, each starting finger, so we're going to start with pointer finger. There are going to be 6 combinations we can do that start with first finger. Then there are going to be 6 that can start with the second finger, 6 for the third, 6 for the fourth. We're going to assign each pattern 1 per string. So here it goes, and we'll go nice and slow. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, and then back. So right there, we've done every combination that would start with the pointer finger without repeating a note. Now, I would definitely start out with this really slowly, really get control of it, really look at what's going on, and take note if another finger wants to lift up. When you're supposed to use this finger, maybe this finger is tempted to go, or vice versa. Just those little things to look out for, any limitations in your playing, and then try to correct it. So now let's go through all the combinations starting with second finger. It'll be the same idea. 1 combination per string. 2, 1, 3, 4. 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1. Cool. Now moving on, we're going to start all the combinations with the ring finger. 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, and then back. And now finally, all the ones that start with the fourth finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. So right there, if you go through that and practice that, once a day, that only takes a couple minutes. You've gone through every possible one note at a time sequence that you could do with any starting finger, which will really help. With stuff like that Okipa or the It's Ice. It's really just being prepared technique-wise for whatever comes your way. All right, everybody, thanks so much. I hope that helped, and I'll see you guys soon.